What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again with some flashing lights, guys. So today we've got the January update out finally, or at least the experimental stage of it. So you guys will actually see the previous video for this talking about the roadmap after this release has already been out. Unfortunately, I just haven't had time to go back and actually edit and upload that quite yet. So instead today we're going to be, just I guess rocking this video today, and I'll get to this out whenever I get the chance, probably at the start of February at this point. But let's go ahead, let's get into it. We'll just do the default cop because we'll probably be switching roles a couple times here as we go in. So the big bread and butter of this update was, of course, new vehicles. We've got a slick top Crown Vic as well as a lighted Crown Vic for the police that we're about to check out first. The fire department got their own Crown Vic, and the paramedics, the ambulance, the EMS, they were supposed to have gotten a new vehicle. Looks like the ambulance may have been changed out for another one. I don't know if that was a actual vehicle change or just a model or a texture change. It looks like it may have been the whole vehicle, but I'm not 100% sure. So here we've got, of course, the default Charger. And, of course, this is a new menu. This wasn't in before. It used to be that the game just spawned in the Charger, so now you actually get to select from this menu. And then we've got the not a Crown Vic. This is a Police Car 2-1, which will probably have a name change or something of some kind later on down the road. So this is, it's for all intents and purposes, it's a Crown Vic. It's not actually technically a Crown Vic for legal and licensing reasons, but we can tell it was based off of or inspired by, despite some differences in the vehicle's design, and that's pretty common for a lot of games to do that for licensing reasons, just because especially when you have a lot of different vehicles and manufacturers and stuff. I mean, you can maybe get licensing for Crown Vics fairly cheap, or even Dodge Chargers, but you start getting more and more vehicles, and that the cost goes up, and the chances that they're going to reject something is going to go up too. But so we've got that one, and then we've got the slick top version here as well. So you can't see the computers in this screen, so I'm assuming the computers are maybe spawned in separately. I'm not sure. I didn't go into first person with the police car variant, so let's go ahead and well, let's check out the Crown Vic, this version first, and then we'll go and go from there. So from what I've seen, these vehicles all have the same basically setup that the other vehicles they're coming from or working alongside have. So the trunks for this will have all the traffic and stuff that the other one had. Like I said, I haven't checked out the computer here, so if we go in here, have a seat, let's go first person here. So there is our computer, in fact. Really difficult to see given the depth issues, but bear in mind this is experimental, so I'm sure that will be fixed and changed. So let's go back third person again. So these are our lights. Okay, so let's take this one out for a quick spin. So all these Crown Vics should handle all the same, but we'll take one out for a spin just so you guys can get an idea of how well this thing performs. So it picks up pretty fast in speed. Turning corners at those really high speeds is still quite difficult, so you're not going to be going 80 miles around a corner in the inner city, but handling wise, it's pretty good nonetheless. I mean, for highways and everything, you're going to be able to still get around pretty high speeds and everything. But yeah, that's the Crown Vic's handling, I guess. And we'll go ahead and take it back to the police station. We'll check out the slick top version of this. Now, sadly, the slick top, at least at this time, doesn't have any sort of color controls or anything like that. It's just the standard gray, so hopefully that'll come at a later point. And we're going to go ahead and just leave that there as we head back inside. And we'll use that. Okay, so our slick top just spawned outside. So let's go ahead and check that out. So once again, depth perception stuff is off in here. Turn the lights on. You know, it's got its own unique lighting pattern, basically just the interior lights that the other one had, plus a front interior light that the other one did not have. Same siren. Get out of the vehicle here. Surprisingly, there's no cage on the slick top version here. Now I'm wondering if there's one on the any of the other vehicles. Now I've never thought about that or paid attention to it. Now I'm really wondering. So we've got that. So that's pretty straightforward at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and switch roles. We'll just check out the fire department one really quick. You know, there's not a whole lot that's gonna be different. The only real difference is I don't think it has any sort of interior computer at all, or will have one. Obviously, this is more so for like a chief's vehicle, and we'll also be getting the SUV, so you'll have kind of your choice of that. So there is some kind of weird choices. Like I said, they've inherited the design or the items from their kind of corresponding vehicle. So in the case of the Crown Vic, this is inheriting the same items that the fire truck has, which doesn't really make any sense. So design-wise, just from a quick exterior view, it's very similar to the Crown Vic for the police department. Just the biggest difference is, of course, the paint job. But let's go ahead, we'll check it out. So aesthetically, like I said, very similar, just paint job is the big difference. You can see from outside, though, that it does not have the interior computer. Going into the trunk, of course, the trunk's the same, but the items are different. So you have fire extinguisher, water hose. So you have all this stuff in here. Obviously, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm hoping what they'll do is at some point they'll actually remove like everything except for like maybe the medic bag, the fire extinguisher, traffic cones, and the spare tire when that gets added, and like just get rid of all that other stuff. So get rid of, you know, the water hoses. Get rid of the spreaders, the ladder, axe, chainsaw, you know, just get rid of all that other stuff that doesn't make any sense to have it in here. That's my hope that they'll have one day. So getting inside, once again, a lot of that depth perception stuff is off in the up close for the vehicle. Outside, out far away looks fine, but just your up close looks off. So yeah, I mean, just you gotta turn off the depth perception. So if I do that, let's see here. Camera view distance, depth of field. So there we go. So yeah, it looks much better here. So now you guys get a better look at the interior of this vehicle here. You know, the interior is pretty good looking though. You know, the paint job's a little bit basic, a little bit plain, but you know, that's why we have mods and stuff for these vehicles. There's already like a CAL FIRE out for this, so you already have like the LAPD and the CAL FIRE thing going on with these that you can do. Turning on the lights. Lights are the same thing as what the standard police car has, except for I think these front lights are maybe both red, and on the police car they're red and blue. I can't remember now, even though we just looked at it, but very similar in every other aspect anyways, so we're just gonna go ahead and turn those off. So that's the fire department's edition. And so of course now we're gonna go to the medics or EMS. As far as I know, there isn't any major changes beyond this that have been added. The only other thing that I saw is there's some traffic manipulation stuff, so you can dictate how dense parked vehicles are, how many vehicles are driving, and I don't know exactly how that system works quite yet because it's defaulted to 5, so I don't know if you put, say, 10, will there be 10 cars just driving in the immediate area around you at all times, or how that works precisely. So I've just left it at the default settings for right now. So here we are. Of course, no ambulance or anything spawned in. So if we go to select vehicle, let's go ahead and check this out. So the ambulance has had a texture overhaul at the very least. And I'm pretty confident this is a new vehicle and that this was a replacement towards the old ambulance. I had figured that the EMS would be getting their own Crown Vic as well for like a medic supervisor, but as it turns out, that's actually not the case. There isn't a medic supervisor rapid response unit. They're actually just getting a new ambulance, which is actually more of a welcome change to me. It keeps some variation from the different groups and everything. It doesn't feel like they're just reusing assets because they have them available. So this is, of course, the interior of the new ambulance. So from the trunk, you know, you've got all the same items that you would have had before. So let's, no place to spawn stretcher, so we're too close to that. Okay, so let's hop in here. Let's check out the front of it if I can get off the front of the vehicle. So again, another nice interior. Looks like it's supposed to be, I think it was a F350 that the Fords use for their ambulances, or at least in some cases, the van type, is what this is based off of. But once again, not actually that. So turning it on, we've got red and blue lights. Looks like a couple of white lights on the sides and on the back here, as well as the orange warning lights, which is actually really cool. I like that. Wish there was some means to kind of control those, whether or not they're on though. But here's the siren. Now let's, while we're parked here, I want to try and get that stretcher out again just to see how it affects the model and all that stuff, see if there is an effect on it. Excellent, there is. Okay, so it is actually modeled in there already. And yeah, that's all in working perfect. And so, like I said, this is testing branch too, so there is things that are work in progress. So what time are we at? We're at 12 minutes. Let's go ahead. Let's hop in the ambulance. We're gonna head back around the front, and we're going to do a couple of runs here. I think we're going to go as the police department again, just because we've got the Crown Vics for those, and I got the new ambulance, and I wouldn't mind making use of that, but just to be honest, EMS runs are the most boring at this point in time, so, you know, and just, like I said, it doesn't make any sense to me to have, like, all these fire department tools in the Crown Vic. I mean, you can respond to calls by yourself using the Crown Vic, but it makes no sense to have a ladder or chainsaw and all that other stuff in there. Maybe like one or two tools, but you're not going to have like a whole trunk full of tools like that. Like I said, just the basics, like a fire extinguisher, the cones and stuff like that is what makes the most sense to me. You know, maybe say you're going to throw like a chainsaw or something like the SUVs, just to keep each vehicle unique and keep its purpose. So, you know, you have your Chiefs vehicles, your rapid response, but you still need your engines and stuff like that. Getting a little gung-ho, I'm just running out to the vehicle like I'm used to be able to do. So let's go ahead. I think we're going to run with the slick top here. Yeah, you know, I'm looking at these. There's a glass barrier in this, but there's none in the Crown Vic. So hopefully that'll get added at a later date. I don't know if that was just an oversight and they've missed out on that, or if that's a case of them just kind of trying to avoid some extra work. I don't know. Reports of a erratic driving in the area. Pull over any suspected drivers. So hopefully in the future on these kind of calls, it's a cool call. I hope just in the future you get like at least some details for that. I don't know why I'm turning my lights on. So I think this Crown Vic is our car. He's touching the other car. He's getting pretty crazy, so we're gonna go ahead and light him up here on the other side of the intersection. Bumped into him. Trying to press left control and it's not working. I'm wondering if I have that setting changed here. Controls. I think I rebound it to something else. I just don't know if that's saved or not. Let's see. Gear up, gear down. Gear up and gear down. That's weird. Traffic stop, left alt. Now that he's gone. Okay, so how do we get out of here? Done. Okay. Forgot I changed it. So we need to look around. I think that's our guy down there. He's over the white line. So as soon as we're through here on this red light, we'll go ahead and stop him. Yeah, okay. I pull my taser out just in case he's... Alright, Francis Alvarez. Not been drinking. That is very surprising. Okay, well, I'm going to issue you a warning because you are all over the place. I don't... Wow. Yeah. I mean, just over the line, crashes into the, into that. I guess that's just, you know, that's bad AI pathing there, and that happens, but man, oh man, she was all over the place. I was really convinced that was her. One of the things that makes it tricky about finding these vehicles here with the drinking and everything is that we know we're looking for somebody who's driving erratically, but it can be difficult to tell the difference between erratic driving and just bad AI pathing or something going on. So it's I think it's important to get the description of the vehicle to kind of help narrow that down a little bit. Not a lot of cars though, so I think the default settings that they've put on the thing for the new vehicle for the new traffic is maybe a little bit low. Drive over the curb here. You just blew through a red light. Yeah, that's right. Okay. You just blew through another red. Yeah, this is definitely our erratic driver. He's all over the place. Watch out, guy. He's coming for you. Okay. So, get our taser again here. Should close the door. Yeah, this is, I think without a doubt, this is our person here. Lindsay Hunt. Okay, well, Lindsay, I think we already know what this is going to come back as, but no. You just blew through 2 red lights, and what the heck? You blew through 2 red lights, you're swerving all over the place. Is there... Open the trunk, leave the area. Is there a new test? Drug test isn't in yet. I didn't catch her speeding, I don't think. No reading, yeah, so I can't charge her for speeding because I don't have any readings. And even if she was speeding, which I don't think she was, but she was so erratic. Like, I should be able to charge her for that. Like, there's no way her back is 0.0%. Like, that's got to be a bug. There's also, like, the inside of the vehicle's all bugged out. It's all black. So dark. She's just filled with, like, demon in there. Okay, fine. Free to go. That was just, wow. Well, you know what? While we're here, let's, nope, that's not the one I want. Parked in no parking area. Well, yeah, that too. Flop, flop, flop. My name. Get them on a parking ticket. So, I don't know who to be looking for on this drunk driver thing. Obviously, that person was, like, the most erratic person. I had no doubt in my mind that was that person there, that Lindsay. Like, the other car was pretty bad. I was pretty confident with them, but, I mean, there was at least a little bit of doubt, like, that's the car. But that one, that was, like, they blew through 2 red lights, and they were swerving between lanes and all this other stuff, and I should pull over right now too, knowing that I'm looking for a drunk driver who's going to be driving erratically, and I'm going to get in here and we're going to turn our speed radar on, because we're going to need to catch that person. While we're here too, we'll get this guy on a traffic ticket, just because why not? Parking, no parking. Boom, 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 boom. That was really, really quick one here. Quick and dirty. Should put a traffic vest or something on, I think, but trying to hit that button. There we go. Skid marks on the street. I'm wondering if those are from me from earlier. Sure, there's no oncoming traffic. Yeah, I don't know where this person could be. He's parked in front of a hydrant. Almost blew through a light myself there. Basically, for all intents and purposes, dude, I would have gotten busted by a cop on that one. Well, this person, I don't think this is our person here, but we'll follow him around for a second. It's not like we got anybody else we can we have as suspects. Well, they're going pretty good speed here. I think I can get him on speeding here. I just gotta check. It's 25 in here. Willing to bet that's the speed throughout. 25, yeah. There's no way he's not speeding. Hasn't blown through any red lights, but definitely got him on speeding here. We'll check him for blood alcohol too, just to see what that looks like. Inside that car's bugged out as well. Built-in McBride. I was gonna go to orders. Okay, well, back's clear, which is half good. Still getting the traffic ticket for speeding, because they were going 42 and a 25. Yeah, that was bad. Oh. Screwed that up. I forgot you had to put the name now. Okay, you're free to go. So he's over the white line. Probably just the AI being bad, but we'll flip around and follow him for a second. There's a whole line of cars there. So yeah, we'll stick with the initial vehicle, which was that van. I don't know even if that car's in the area still. The speeder and drunk driver. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, yeah, it's just I think they just spawned in this area somewhere, so we just have to find a drunk driver somewhere, and it's so unspecific. So you just crashed into a parked vehicle, but that may be bad AI driving again. We're gonna try and get up around this other car. There we go. I had to play a little bit of bumper cars to get that. A bit ridiculous. Okay. Let's get your license and registration. Okay. We'll just chalk that one up to bad AI pathing. Let's try and get him out of here. Can't tow his vehicle or arrest him to get him out of the area, or otherwise I'll get dinged on points, which... You know, it's just like whose line is it anyways? The points don't matter. Actually, you know what? We're at 26 minutes, guys. So we are. I think we're gonna have to unsuccessfully end it here, without having caught the drunk driver. Yeah, we caught a few people. We caught a speeder, so I guess that's worth something. The drunk driver. You know, I'm pretty confident. Like we caught the person who was drunk driving just based off of how that Camaro was driving around. But you know, you can't. Yeah, I can't get him on speeding because I didn't radar that car. And as far as the drunk driving portion of that goes, you know, it doesn't really matter because they came back. It's negative. Got one last vehicle. This person's driving kind of erratically too on the brakes and stuff like that. Sticking to the speed limit though, so we'll see. If we go over, even just at all, I think we'll stop them. Normally wouldn't be so petty as to stop somebody for going like 1 or 2 miles over the speed limit, but this guy, no, he's like slamming on the brakes and all this other stuff. I might just stop him just to make sure he's doing okay. It's kind of calmed down. It might have just been a little bit buggy AI pathing again. That seems to be the theme for today. But we'll make sure as soon as we get through this intersection again. So yeah, we're going to turn our turn signal on. We're going to turn left here with this guy. Light him up out in front of the fire station here. He's gonna stop in the middle of the road. Okay then. I think the AI in this one's just struggling to path. Inside the vehicle is clear on this one though. You can see inside of there. Okay. Cool, you're free to go. Yeah, it's just bad AI pathing, like I figured. Okay, guys, yeah, we're going to end it there. Unsuccessfully, unfortunately. But I hope you guys liked the January update, at least how it looks so far. You know, these new Crown Vics and stuff, pretty cool vehicles. I'm definitely enjoying them. The new ambulance is really nice looking, too. Of course, like I said, I'm looking most forward to, I think it's the March update with the new weapons and stuff like that and the new police callouts. But in the meantime, these are pretty welcome additions. I know a lot of people have been dying waiting for these Crown Vics and stuff to make it into the game. So here they are. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited to finally have these cars? What do you think of them? Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.